Hello, hello, hello. We're back with another series, UCDC Champs versus the GXR Reapers. We're starting off this best of 5. Back on Hardpoint, back on Scar. We saw the UCDC Champs just earlier lose this one out against the Olympian Dragons. Eager to see if they'll make it back on this one or if it will be another loss against the GXR Reapers. To start things off, it looks like the UCDC Champs are the one who's locked down the P1 point. A little bit of a scrap going on for P2. UCDC Champs with the blue spawns, GXR Reapers with the green spawns. Fight for control is definitely happening right now. We've got players above Motel and below, but it looks like UCDC Champs are maintaining strong. Blue does go down at the top. Oh, sorry. Tobe's going down at the top whilst Lou is left to fend for himself on the bottom. The grenade does take him out. It's kind of scrappy at the moment, but the UCDC Champs hold has still been strong thus far. This might be the opening the Reapers are looking for. Still 20 seconds left to grind on the point. And it looks like they've just got their hold now, ready to get a few points up to narrow that gap with the UCDC Champs. Not quite sure what the Champs are doing. Sort of playing for next point, sort of not. Looks like they're just going for some scrappy kills here and there. Looks like Tobe is getting ready to set up on P3 under playing along with Lou. Looks like the GXR Reapers have buried themselves into white ball, spawning back blue. Also getting a pinch though through cuts and green. Is it going to be enough to shut this Champs player down? Yes, it is. And that point is now in the Reapers' control. They're only 30 seconds behind and closing the gap every second. Champs trying to get some picks. Got a few there. Looks like the defenses on the hardpoint have collapsed with the Reapers. Some reinforcements coming in around the back though. Lou getting the flank on the Reapers, not only securing blue spawns for next point, but also securing P3 time for the UCDC Champs. Both teams here have played 2 games this evening. GXR Reapers just beating the top team of the league so far, NFX. Champs beating a newcomer, the Olympian Dragons. So both teams coming off of a victory high. And this is their second match of the evening. Oh, Lou trying to lock down those blue spawns, but it looks like the GXR Reapers get a foothold. There's still 50 seconds left at this point, so lots of time to melt for the Reapers if they can keep their hold here. Oh, nice little slide from Lou, but doesn't really do anything in the end there, unfortunately. Supremo Aladino not taking any chances. Still goes down to the Reapers. Looks like the Reapers have this point held down fast. Not really any attempts by the Champs here to try and take the spawns out from underneath the Reapers, only going for frontal assaults. We got Lou coming in at top, could do some damage here. Oh, doesn't take the player down prone on the point. Aladino picks up the kill, but blue spawns are still very much in the GXR Reapers' favour. Fortunately, kind of getting into a 2v1 situation there. Looks like that point is very much going the way of the Reapers, whilst the Champs position next. Champs still got 20-point lead, but the Reapers have absolutely narrowed the gap after that P4 hold there. Let's see if the Champs can maintain the lead. Is Kylo going to get any flanks? He's buried himself into green. Not quite sure how he's allowed to get that double kill. Champs players not paying attention. But it looks like green spawns could go in the favor of the Reapers. It looks like there's 2... Yep, the Reapers have secured the green spawns. We got the Champ players trying to kind of secure the back end there. There he is. Tobes trying to fight for back. Tobes does get the green spawns in, hopefully, for the Champs. Getting some point time as well. Does look like the spawns are flipped in the Champs' favor. 10 seconds left on this point. Plenty of scraps left to go around. Asriel getting a good double into shop there as well. Trying to make it a bit scrappy, trying to weaken the defenses of the Reapers on this next point. Bit of a flank in from the Champ player. Unfortunately, he's shot back in turn. Kills on both boards, looking very even across the teams and to each other. Very scrappy point. Champs doing what they can to kind of contest the time there. Looks like the point is in the hands of the Champs for now. Looks like they got some defensive lines set up. 30 seconds left on the point, so plenty of time to melt for the champs there. Azrael stops the shot flank. Point does go to the Reapers. Still 15 points left for them to grab there. Every point can be so valuable in this HP. Interested to see if any teams are going to start rotating for the next point. It looks like GXR Reapers have taken the lead on that point. Person already on a point. Another ready on top motel to take down the UCDC player. Blue coming in with a sub, fighting for control of that point. Even if they're not getting points, they're stopping the Reapers from getting points in turn. But it looks like they are kind of grinding out a couple points now. Not quite sure what that grenade was supposed to do. I'm sure it wasn't supposed to be thrown there. Oh, Lou trying to get a double. He does get a trade-off though. Supremo Aladino bringing up the rear with another AR kill. Continually holding the point for the champs. Strong start from the champs so far. Getting an 80-point lead on the Reapers actually. Not really buckling under the pressure to hold this motel point. Spawns have flipped though. We'll see if the Reapers take advantage of that. Apparently they have, because now they're the ones scoring the points. 10 seconds left though. So all it really is scraps. Scraps are valuable, but if the UCDC champs get a good setup on the next point, then that could be another boatload of points for the UCDC champs. Let's see, Joski already on the plane, watching over. And it's actually the Reapers who get the setup somehow. Lou with the free-piece though, taking out the competition and getting in some points for the squad. Tobes not realizing that there was a player just on the other side of the fence there. It does go down though. And now it's the UCDC champs once again who have the hold, getting the points. A little bit of a flank maybe coming in from the Reapers. Joski hesitating a little bit, not quite sure what to do. I think the champ squad actually had a missile strike. Doesn't get any kills, but it is enough to suppress the Reapers push just that little bit more. Reaper player did try to play for those blue spawns for the next point. Only 10 seconds left from P3. P4 coming up soon. Lovely double from Lou there, shutting down the Reapers push. Another Reaper pushing off the motel. Blue not quite shutting him down, but delaying his push. Doesn't matter because the play goes down to Tobes anyway. Looks like the spawns go in the favors of the champs, as does the point. Azrael locking down the back push. Does go down though. Supremo Aladino not letting it stand though. Oh, but he gets stuck by the pads player. It looks like they're burying themselves into blue spawns. And now it's the Reaper's turn to get a few more kills. However, it's the champ's turn to try and get a bit of a flank in. Doesn't see the Reaper player in time. UCD champs actually only 15 points away from taking his hard point. What a strong start for the champs. Very surprising considering how much they struggled against the Olympian Dragons on that last series on hard point. But they did take it away the rest of the series. GXR Reapers also coming off a win. Although it was a 3-2 win against NFX, so a bit closer, but NFX so far have been the favourites, winning every match so far apart from that one against the Reapers. 5 points left for the champs to win. Can the Reapers even get there in time? No, Lou shots him down with a missile strike, and that is first map over to the UCDC champ squad. Very quick, very clean from the champs. Very interested to see if that's going to continue on to the S&D. Tobes actually stealing the play of the game from Supremo Aladino, who's actually been farming the play of the game so far. Picking up what appears to be a nice free S&G free piece. A little bit of an ADS and DADS there. But that's what we expect from our S&G players. Hello, 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 and we're back for round 2. University Call of Duty Community Champs versus the GXR Reapers. We're playing S&D on Hassie now. This was the Reaper's choice of S&D map, so very interested to see how this will go down. Looks like there's somewhat of a push happening on A. Yeah, it looks like the Reapers are trying to lock down that position, ready to get the plant down. That's exactly what's happening. Champs coming in full flank. Doesn't look like any of the Reaper players are looking that way. And it does mean one of their players goes down. Lou does get traded out trying to escape the farmlands and jump the fence, it seems. So it does end up being a trade. Champs playing a bit cautiously here. But time is no longer on their side as defenders. Remember, the UCDC Champs won the hardpoint map pretty decisively round 1. This is a best of 5 in the Amateur Esports League Division 10 series. But on this S&D, it's actually the GXR Reapers who are going to take the first round. This was their map choice for S&D, so let's see if they'll continue at the rest of the game. There's 5 more rounds for them to go if they want to win, and plenty of rounds left for the UCDC Champs to pick up. Okay, it's the Champs' turn to attack. Defend even. Very curious to see. No, it is their turn to attack. Yeah, it's the UCDC Champs' turn to attack. Very interested to see what their play is going to be here. It looks like a substantial push is happening on that B side, on the rock side. The Reapers are split 2 for 2 across the map. Kind of playing central though, ready to switch over to whatever point is needed. Looks like one of the players goes down on the side of the Reapers, making it a 3v4. Champs already trying to get that plant. I think the Reapers, they've realized what's about to happen. And they've kind of marshaled their forces to the other side of the map to try and counter defuse the bomb. Very scrappy at the moment. Ooh, but we have an Aquaman play from Kylo here. Doesn't really flank too much though, and goes down to Lou, unfortunately for him. Tobes also looking in that water, making sure there's no swimming flanks from the Reapers, and there we go, and another attack round and another attack win, but this time on the UCDC Champ squad, as they're going to take that round against the Reapers there. And now it's the Reapers back on attack. Are we going to see the UCDC Champs win the first defense of this S&D round? Or will the Reapers bag another attacking win? Let's have a look. What's their play going to be? It seems like they're going down the middle. But actually, they're switching over to B, so it looks like a B push is on the card for the Reapers. The Champs actually not really locking down that B area at all. They're nowhere to really be found. Maybe we got a player trying to come down the side there. Couldn't quite catch that, unfortunately. The flank comes in, but unfortunately a blood sacrifice was required for the Reapers before getting that kill. So now it's a 2 for 2. The bomb hasn't been planted yet, so time is technically on the side of the Champs, although they are getting ready to plant that bomb. I think Tope sees that. He sees the smoke. He knows the signs, but actually the Reapers have baited the Champs and they're banking round over to the A point. Looks like the Champs aren't anywhere in the vicinity to contest that, although Azrael has kind of got to top you there. Oh, and just before the Reaper player can get the plant, he shuts it down, and actually what could have been a masterful play by the Reapers is just in the nick of time shut down by the Champs, and that is the first defense win of this S&D. Tobes now the one pouring the final kill cam, or the best play depending on the mode. Gets the kill on the Reaper player, and it's 2-1 to the advantage of the Champ player. Very close so far though. Not quite sure which way the match is going to go, but we'll find out soon enough. Let's just have a let's have a little look at the kills right now. We do have a donut on the side of the Reapers of Kylo here, and 1 or 2 from Joski and Pads. Early days, of course. Slightly stronger kills from the Champs, but only 3 rounds in, 4th round now. Every opportunity to pick up a kill. There goes Kylo. Clearly heard what I said about his donut. Wasn't taking that down lightly. Picking up a kill on the Champ player. There was a little bit of a push by the Champs onto A-bomb. Now they seems to have been slowed down a little bit. Supremo Aladino taking his time to get that flank kill on Hughes. Oh my god, the round went so quick just there and then, but it looks like the Reapers pick it up. And once again, it's 2-2 equalized between both teams. Hugh going 6-2, picking up that final kill. Nice free KD. Actually picking up a final double kill. Pretty solid gameplay from him. Either way, this match is going to be very close, I think, between these two teams. Both teams kind of have a concept of how to play the Hassie map on S&D. Let's see now, GXR Reapers on attack. Will the champs be able to successfully defend this round, or is it going to be another aggressive win from the Reapers? At the moment, no team really committing to either side. The Reapers really just kind of going down the middle, probably looking to see if they can get a pick before advancing on either side, testing the waters to see what bomb suits them. And it looks like they've decided B as a bulk of their forces. In fact, the entire team pushing on rocks to get the B point. Not really any defenders on B. Although we have got, I think, Tobes swimming in the water, trying to get what could be a massive flank on the Reapers. Unfortunately, he doesn't do enough of a flank. Doesn't really pick up a kill, but doesn't go down either. Fails to prevent the defuse. Probably should have swam a little bit more to get a bit more of a wider arc. Does get a nice pick on Hughes. Not sure how that was a wall bang. Or I should say, not quite sure what makes those concrete walls bangable, but it's Black Ops 7. And you could shoot through the Earth's crust, really, if need be. Well, time is definitely on the side of the Reapers, but it's a 2v1 right now. All they have to do is actually cover the plant. This Reaper player, though, does pick up the kill. Doesn't quite get traded out. Now he does. But there's not enough time, unfortunately, for the champs to defuse the bomb. It was close. But they weren't quite what... Oh! No, there is enough time to defuse the bomb. My bad, ladies and gentlemen. UCDC champs do take the win on that round. And it's 3-2 towards the champs. I can't say who's going to win. It seems like they're trading it 1-for-1. Azrael getting the kill in the nick of time. Surprisingly, the Reaper player not quite checking his right there. Maybe he thought he was going to get flanked around. But the UCDC champs putting out a strong showing on defense there. Their team's looking a little bit more even on the kills. Azrael slightly ahead. Reapers, Hughes going 6-3, picking up what could have been Kylo's kills. He's a little bit behind there, but every opportunity for those kills to come back. With 6 rounds in now, 3 rounds away from a UCDC victory, 4 rounds away from a Reaper victory. Every opportunity for either team to run away with this S&D, though. Let's not forget, the UCDC champs did win the first round of this best of 5. Lou actually with a sniper, actually. Interesting choice of weapon, especially if he's going to get in that close. I think he was lucky to get away with his life there. Reapers playing somewhat cautiously, but very much on the B side. Actually, Kylo picking up a kill there, as does Hughes, making it a 4v2 now against the champs. A 3v1, and there you go. The champ player goes down, and GXR Reapers win the round to equalize 3-3 once again. This is what I'm talking about, people. It's just 1-for-1, 1-for-1. So far, the champs have managed to eke out ahead. But after that round, it is an equalization, and the Reapers have every opportunity to make it back up and take this S&D round. Boy, oh boy, not relevant to the stream, but I've realized I am feeling a little hungry after eating dinner just 4 hours and a half ago. But I'm not just hungry for food, I'm hungry for S&D wins. Let's see who is going to win. GXR Reapers on the attack. Huge first name onto Azrael. So far the top frag of the UCDC champs. Very determined push from the Reapers onto A. 4 push on A. Champs trying to respond, but they are going to get the plant down. And that means the champs no longer have time on their side. A stealth plant from Tobes actually could work out. Or Lou, I should say. And they get it off! What a mega mind play from Lou there, using the enemy's own smoke against them. That's what we like to see. No hesitation. If he hesitated for a second, that would not have worked. But Lou understood the landscape and got onto that defuse. And actually, it's the UCDC champs who take that round. I'm smiling a little bit. I'm kind of pleased by the type of play we just witnessed. That's the kind of play that I like to emphasize. And it was a bit of a risk, but it worked out for the champ squad right there. Now they're playing attack Is this going to be another equalization from the Reapers? Or will Champs push through to get a 2-round lead? There seems to be a bomb push onto A here. And by A, I mean B, because that's the other point. Champ players actually get a 2-piece onto the Reapers. It's a 4v1. And the UCDC Champs win. No bomb plant, no deaths on their side either. And now they've got a 2-round lead on the Reapers. They got to be feeling good about themselves right about now. Strong showing from the UCDC Champs. Looking at the kills, Azriel 9 and 4, definitely leading the way right now. I have to say, on the overall AOE standings, before they're updated tonight, UCDC Champs are in 3rd place right now. Might be elevated to 2nd, honestly, if they win this series. Because they just won the last as well, let's not forget. But it's way too early to call it. It's 5-3. GXR Reapers are attacking. We've seen good attacks from the Reapers so far. Although, to be fair, the Champs have won a fair few defenses as well. Tobes looking away at the wrong moment, unfortunately, to catch the bomb player off guard. Reapers pushing up onto B. Trading out, although it does go the way of the Champs. Tobes picks up another kill on the bomb player. It's a 2v1 now on the Reapers. If only Tobes knew how close he came to finishing off that last player. But as long as these guys stick together on defense, they should be fine. If one goes down, the other can pick up the kill. Hugh, I'm not quite sure what he's doing. He's got his back turned to the Champ players, but the Champ players don't check lobby. And now neither side really has any clue where the other is. Hugh is their top fragger. Supremo, Aladdin, and Tobes are the bottom fraggers of the Champs so far. But it doesn't really matter. It's a 2v1 and Tobes gets the pick on the Reaper player. And UCDC Champs are going to take this S&D 6-3. Ladies and gentlemen, it could have been anyone's game. They were equalizing after equalizing. But then the Champ squad just kind of ran away with it at the end. Is this going to be a 3-0 win for the UCDC Champs? Or are we going to see a little bit of a comeback from the GXR Reapers? Next map and mode is Scar Overload. Let's find out after the break. Let's get ready for them to set up these maps. Ladies and gentlemen, we're back with round 3 of this best of 5 University Call of Duty Community Champs versus the GXR Reapers. It is a map 3. Scar Overload is the name of the game. 2 maps have gone in the favor of the UCDC Champs. Very strong wins on Hardpoint, very strong wins on SND. Will we see equally strong wins on Overload, or will this be the start of a GXR Reaper comeback? Well, we'll find out in a moment as 2 GXR players push onto Motel, trying to get a bit of a flanking on the Champs, and there's already a player in the shop. A little bit scrappy right now. The battle line's a little undefined. UCDC Champs seem to have picked up the hardpoint. The Overload device, only to drop it. GXR Reapers trying to clear a corridor for their player to score a point. Looks like it's mostly working. Let's see if anything comes off this Tobe flank. He could get it. GXR players, unfortunately, do score the point as the UCDC Champs were ever so slightly too slow to respond. Champs have slayed out, though, and are trying to get their own corridor of action ready for an Overload player to score a point. Tobe's actually playing the wrong side, though. If he can get some kills here, it might be clear for the Champs to score. Unfortunately, he wasn't able to pull it off, and the Champ players go down. There are too many Reaper players up now, I think, for the Champs to get that Overload in. And in fact, that Overload is now in the hand of the Reapers. Oh, but Lou comes in from behind and steals the Overload. Oh, but so close onto that point. Oh my god, millimeters away. You know he's got to be annoyed about that. Massive 3-piece from Supremo Aladino, though. Toast picks up the point. Does he score? Yes, he does. And the score is now equalized on Overload. Series score at the moment is 2-0 to the UCDC Champs for those coming into the stream just now. GXR Reapers, unfortunately, have not pulled ahead on the hardpoint or on the S&D as UCDC Champs have taken both of those series. However, right now, the Overload is equalized and it's really anyone's game. Champ player trying to get a score onto A. Could do it, but unfortunately for them, the Reapers players come out and forced to defend. Lou could pick up a two-piece here. It does kind of trade out, but I think the momentum for this overload push has been lost for the Champs. Having that been said, though, a little bit of a comeback from the Champs. They kind of need to get a pick there, and unfortunately they don't. And now that push has definitely been shut down by the Reapers. Having that been said, diving for the overload point, champ after champ there. So close to a score, but not quite close enough. Not quite got the kills on the board to open up that corridor. Lou trying to find a pick, unfortunately doesn't quite look the direction that was required. Suprema Aladino with a flank. It's just so scrappy right now. UCDC champs trying to fight for a corridor. Mostly just getting kills though. Not being able to push the overload point as far as they need it to go. Yeah, very scrappy right now, but it looks like the GXR Reapers are successful in their defense and are actually pushing the overload point up the red side, if nothing else. Scores equal 1-1. Either side can score. Both sides strong attack and strong defenses. Defense is proving to be stronger for both sides right now, as the Champs are now the ones shutting down the Reapers push, stopping that corridor from opening up. Very interested to see what Toes pulls here. Trying to go into the spawns. A risky play, but could work out. Look at this flank. The Reaper's not even really reacting to it. Toes, mega kills. The corridor is now open for the Champs to score this point. Looks like they're going to do it. Excellent play from Toes. Massive gunplay from the rest of the team, trying to stop down the Reapers from pushing, but Toes with the foresight to get a flank, open up that corridor, get some flank kills, and make sure the corridor was open for the Champs. Good play from him there. We're actually seeing some pretty good plays from this player today. Traditionally suffered in S&D, donating in previous matches, but not today, where it's taken any points on board. But it looks like the Reapers might get an overload, and yes, they have. Whilst I was yapping, it seems like they opened up a corridor for that point to go in their favor. Once again, equalizing. It's no different from the S&D, really. There's 30 seconds and less left in this series. Could the GXR Reapers get a last-second overload? The corridor is open, and yes, they do. You know, the UCDC champs are not going to be happy about that, but there's still 30 seconds left. Well, 14 seconds left of this round. A whole extra round is available. Actually, the UCDC champs have a corridor open, and they managed to equalize 3-3 in the last 5 seconds. They're going to be happy about that. Reapers, not so much. We are now moving into halftime. I have no idea what way this game is going to go. We've seen the scores equalize before, only for the UCDC champs to pull it out of the bag. And that's kind of what just happened there at the end, to equalize before halftime. So well done on the champs there. Kylo actually whoring a little bit of a best play there. Nice little 2-3 piece, as we like to see from them. But we are now in the second round of this overload. If the UCDC champs win this, they will take this best of 5 3-0 and beat the Reapers. If the Reapers win this, though, it's on to map 4 and on to another hard point. Let's not speculate, though. What do you guys think in the chat? Who is going to win? I've got no idea, really. But we're going to find out in a sec. The start of the round, once again, a bit scrappy. Everyone kind of playing for picks. GXR Reapers, actually, with most of the kills, taking advantage now to try and run it A. Unfortunately for them, the champ spawners shut it down. It's still a little bit mixy, though. And the GXR Reapers are going to try and make a play onto the overload point. They might actually get this. Depends if Azrael can defend. Yes, he does. Very close onto the point. The Reapers millimeters away from getting that, but don't, unfortunately. And in fact, it's the champs who slay out. Kind of a corridor opening up, but the Reapers do have spawns. It really kind of depends if the champs can slay out. Unfortunately, they don't. And it is, in fact, Kylo with another 3-piece. Could be played the game right there. And now it's the Reapers trying to make a corridor, opening up for the overload point. Oh, if only that player could have made it across. That might have been an overload point in their favor, but unfortunately for them, The Champs defense comes in strong, and now it's the Champs who are advancing onto attack through this red side here. All 4 players from the GXR Reapers are up. And they do kind of shut down this overload. It's a bit scrappy. If Blue gets a kill here, magic could happen. Unfortunately, he's the one who gets killed. And the defense from the Reapers remains stalwart on this overload push by the Champs. They kind of cornered themselves a little bit there, though. Interesting to see if Champs will get this. They're so close, and actually they do manage to get the overload. So well done for the Champs there. Reapers not quite looking down the lane, allowing the Champs the opportunity they needed to win that. But we're on to the next point now. A little bit of a push from the Reapers, not really achieving too much thus far. Neither team picking up the point as they kind of wait to open up a corridor. Reapers advancing to try and get a corridor on the P3 point. Shut down by the Champs though. Looks like there was a missile strike. It seems to be 1 kill for the Reapers and 1 kill for the Champs. So not quite sure what that achieved overall, but it's always nice to get a missile kill. Teammate, oh no. Yeah, very scrappy on this at the moment. I think we might see the UCDC Champs get a play onto A. Kind of depend on how this guy goes. Unfortunately, though, the Reaper player has delayed enough of the Champs' time to stop that corridor from opening up. Surprisingly, the Champ player actually switching point to B. This could work out, though. Yes, he does. That is giving the UCDC Champs a 2-point lead over the Reapers. That kind of switch is actually what I like to see. Very decisive from the player. I did actually get a read on what Champ player that was. Wouldn't be surprised if it was Lou after some of the plays I've seen him play in the S&D series. I like what I'm seeing from the UCDC Champs. I mean, after the earlier game against the Olympians, I was seeing a little bit more of a hesitation. Too much playing for scraps and hardpoint. Not enough really rotating to get the point, allowing the Olympians to really kind of equalize. But so far, I'm actually seeing some heavily decisive plays from the UCDC Champs. They've switched up a little bit. Supremo Aladino going for the blood sacrifice to kill Pads. Let's see if it works out. Corridor not quite clear for the Reapers. I think there was an attempt to switch points there, but not quite decisive enough for that to work out for them. And now the bomb is in control of the Champs. The ball's in their court. And actually, with a few kills, the Reapers could score that point. Unfortunately, Azrael didn't really look down that side in time. And it does allow the Reapers to get a kill, to get an overload. 50 points less on the board. UCDC Champs with advantage, but it's very possible for the GXR Reapers to equalize this within the next 37 seconds. If anything, they're advancing on the B point. Luckily for the Champs, Lou picks up that kill. But the ball is very much in their court, and the Reapers, they could sneak a kill at an overload, I should say, at any time here. In fact, that's what they're going to try. 15 seconds left on the board. These next 10 seconds will be crucial. The UCDC Champs are trying to keep the GXR Reapers trapped. I think picking their point up here might be a misplay from the Champs, to be honest. Luckily, it goes down. All they got to do is keep up. It's Div 10, Sean. And what has just happened is that UCDC Champs has won round 3 against the Reapers to take this series. What a play from the UCDC Champ today. It's been a bit of a tug of war with the Champ games. They've played 3 games so far, lost 2, won 1. But now after today, they would have played 5 games and won 3 out of the 5.